What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday, guys, I put you guys on a time lapse because I started my day late and I was really just trying to get one side of the car painted so we can further make progress on the coupe. Now, we did lay some paint down, we did paint the hood, but now after looking at it, I'm really, honest opinion, I'm kind of not happy with it. Now, the reason why I say that is because I'll show you in a second, but the reason why I say that is because I noticed that yesterday after I did the second coat, I came out to try to do the third coat before the sun goes down because I don't want this car to dry throughout the night with me hanging out here waiting until it dries enough before I can close the garage. I came out here trying to shoot the third coat, not realizing that the paint that I already pre-mixed into the cup was already drying up itself, and I just pretty much poured it into the gun and kind of just went at it. And then I started noticing the inconsistency of the air on my gun and also the way it was spitting out of the gun. So the result definitely bummed me when I came out this morning. The paint job is definitely a 10+ footer. It looks really good here, right? But when you really step up close to the paint, you can see all them crazy orange peels and ripples and stuff like that. And that's from the gun spitting, I believe, because the paint was already drying. The inconsistency of the air was making it shoot super low, which causes all of this crap too. The other issue I saw when I came out this morning was I noticed right off the bat from here all the way to the quarter, you can see how dull it is. Like, it became satin black, and everything else underneath the body line is still nice and clear. But the reason why the top came out satin is because of condensation. So last night before I closed the garage, I moved the car back to clear the walkway for my dad to go to his van, and the paint was tacked, but it wasn't fully cured, the top coat. So I moved it out from here, and all of this pretty much sat overnight and got messed up from the condensation. I don't know if you can tell right here, but I did sand it down a little bit to see if I can try to polish it out, and it's definitely doable. But that means I'm gonna have to do double the work just to get that all to come back out nice and glossy. I'm usually never impatient when it comes to stuff like this, but I'm gonna honestly say yesterday I felt like I was a little impatient and I just kind of sent it, you know what I mean? And I paid the price pretty much. I have three choices at this point. One, I can sand it down, do another layer of paint. Two, sand it down, polish it out. Or three, leave it alone, carry on, sell the car so we can get moving on the all-wheel drive and the truck back there as well too. When doing things like this, you make mistakes, you live and you learn. I'm one of those guys that I won't better myself until I make the mistake and then correct it, you know what I mean? So one, don't be impatient like me, and two, do some practices and then tackle the main part that you're painting so you can get the best results to your ability. Now, I mentioned before, the fenders are aftermarket, the hood is aftermarket, and the bumper is aftermarket. Now, the hood fits all right, except I believe it might be short right here because that's a pretty giant gap between the bumper, right? And the fender side, not too shabby, although it is bowed in the center. Both sides sticks up higher. That's flush. This is flush. Same goes on this side. I still got to put the rubber here. Flush, but sticks up right here. So the hood is not bad. It's definitely better than the other one. Somebody commented that the bumper may be the cleanest part in the car, and I totally agree with you. The bumper is the cleanest part by far, and you know, it actually fits up pretty nice as well between headlight, corner, and bumper line to the fender. I like that. The last part that needs to be painted is right here on this side, on the driver's side, door, quarter, and pillar. And then this car should be pretty much ready to go. I'm probably going to polish the rear bumper out because it is really clean. It is all smushed up. I don't want to waste my time to prep something like that when it's all smushed up. I'd rather just polish it out because the paint is still all intact. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do the rest of the day. I'm not going to paint that today because kind of made a big old mess right here. You can see all that black. I want to clean this up before I lay some more paint because I don't want to cake up more overspray, even though I wetted the whole floor down yesterday. I'll paint that probably tomorrow or later down this week. Now, before I carry on with my day, guys, I am going to go grab something real quick, kind of talk about it a little bit, show you guys what I rock with. And I think I got one more thing I want to do today before I end this video. If you guys don't follow Right Hand Drive Kev, which is also For Bangers Production, this is his personal page, and he posted up a picture of his paintball marker. And I had left a comment on this saying, oh, I still have my stuff somewhere and I haven't played in so long. And then somebody else commented back saying, hey, I should find my stuff and kind of share what I used when I play paintball. So this, guys, is my Shocker SFT, and this was my main gun. I mean, it still is my main gun because everything else I've sold, and this is the one that stayed. This is nothing crazy. Upgraded bolt sleeve, black hardboard, CP, everything. I had a Halo hopper with an Empire upgraded board and a whole bunch of tanks which are probably expired. And then these are some of my pants that I was using when I was playing. I just kind of stopped because everybody else stopped. But I got into airsoft, and then all of this kind of was put away for a while. In that box right there, I don't know if you can see it, that yellow cap right there, that box has a whole bunch of other paintball guns in it. In that box I have, like, you know, my autococker Tippmann Model 98 flatline custom. I have like my 02 Bob Long Intimidator, and that has all the 05 Intimidator upgrades. I believe I have an 04 Angel Speed, or Speed Angel, or Angels. It's been that long, but I have it in there as well too. So those are just some of my other guns when friends are, you know, wanting to play. I have stuff for them, but this is my main baby right here. Leave a comment down below if you guys are into paintball, and if you guys are, let me know what kind of gears you guys are rocking, because now that I have it out, kind of want to play paintball again. Let me go over here real quick. So every time I walk out of here, right, and I'm looking at the car, and like suddenly I'm not all upset, you know what I mean? Because this car not too long ago was literally in full bodywork stage, and every time I come out I'm like, damn, looks really good. And then when I walk off to the side, I'm like, yep, gotta find something else to do. So I just watched Boosted Boys Prelude, Kyle's Prelude, going 9.6 at 159 miles an hour. And first of all, hey, congrats. I don't even know if you watch my videos, but congrats, Kyle. And really just got me off my seat real quick to come out here and you know, like, do motor stuff, you know what I mean? Because I haven't done any motor things due to obviously the fundage for this car is in this car, and that motor is still in the shop. No words on it, not sure how far it's gotten, but I don't have a motor for that car. It's already mid-July, and I need to figure something out for a temp engine to turn up to get ready to go to track and go faster. Now, if you guys remembered, I slapped this GSR head with an old copper spray head gasket on this GSR block, and we did a compression test which read, I believe, 180, 175, 150, 180. Now this one probably has more of a worn out piston ring, which is why it is lower than the rest of these. And I was just gonna send it. I mean, I'm probably still am. I'm not really worried about it being low in that compression because that motor only has 90 in cylinder 2. A lot of you guys were suggesting throw piston rings in and call it a day, but at the end of the day, it's more than just a piston ring. Like, I can do the gapping and all of that stuff, put it in. Although I don't have a ring compressor, it's more than just putting rings on the piston, because you got to do the bottom end rotating assembly, the crank bearing, main bearings, all of that jazz, and I'm not confident enough to do that yet. So what I'm going to do today is, this block is done. I already did compression. I know it's good if I wanted to run it. And what I wanted to do was take this head, re-copper spray that head gasket, slap it on my other GSR block, which is right here in the back, and do the same process. Throw that flywheel on, throw this tranny on, and do a compression test on that motor between this one and that one, whichever one has a better compression. That's the one I want to switch out in that car. Now, this hot is not compared to hot in other states like Arizona, for an example, but I've been in California all of my life, and this hot is hot enough for us Californians. So my mind is kind of all over the place. I just want to get something done, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's get to it. So guys, I just woke up from a nap and the weather has cooled down a lot. So this block right here has 2 cylinders that are over 200 and 2 cylinders that are inconsistent from each other. And if it comes down to me swapping another block into my car, it'll probably be that one, because we have 3 good compression and 1 is lower than the rest. But like I mentioned, it has a lot more compression than what's in the car now. But I messaged a few of my friends to see if they can help me re-ring the block. A couple are busy right now and one is willing to help me do it for a couple bucks, but he lives almost 3 hours away from me. So I'm trying to work something out this week and see if I can get out there, get some piston rings and stuff like that. I want to try to get a block together so we can start the process of swapping it into the CRX, so we can get the CRX back to the dyno, turns up for track. And another reason why I need to take it apart now is because Joe's wagon, the clutch we are putting in his car is in my car. He's getting my competition stage 4 6-puck because I'm trying to help him save cost on, you know, buying a whole new clutch, and my clutch will do it perfectly since it is brand new when I put it into the car. It has no more than 2,000 miles. The furthest I've driven on it was 900 miles to SoCal and back, and I haven't really driven it since, but it's fairly new. And when I do the new setup on the CRX anyways, I'm gonna swap over to the twin disc since it is just sitting on the rack over there. So I gotta figure something out with one or the other block. I really was eager to try to save this paint before the sun went down, so I did a quick little test run right here on this top pillar, and you can see the clarity of this. I did a quick 1500 wet sand by hand with the block, and I did it from here to somewhere here. You can see where it starts to change in the clarity, right? Boom, but ugly. So I know that this is definitely correctable. Just got to do the double work on this end of the car, because I don't think I want to respray it now that I'm thinking about it, because then more time for dirt and stuff to get caked onto the paint. I'd rather just sand it down and polish it out. The problem is, if I do it on just this side is probably gonna look the cleanest opposed to the rest of the car, depending on how it comes out on the other side. But that means I would have to do the hood too. So if I can get everybody's hands on deck with this sanding process, it'll help me out. My cousin Daniel did detailing for a while, so we do have several of machines to just kind of tackle one side each. You can see how you can't see me up top and you can see me on the bottom clearly. It's only where the body line up is where it's all satined out, but yeah, I gotta figure something out. I do want to get this car sold. I don't want to keep showing you guys the same thing over and over. You guys have seen me paint the bumper, the 2 fenders, the roof, the trunk, the hood, and the passenger side. Now it is all the same thing, other than me trying to figure out if my gun is going to shoot well this day, that day, tomorrow, so on and so forth. It's the same process as the other videos of me painting this car, so I'm probably just gonna knock the other side out, figure out what I'm gonna do as far as cut and polishing just this side or the whole car. But I do want to move on to the all-wheel drive stuff. The car is running. My buddy Jesus kind of worked out a deal with me for another motor, so we can get this thing up and going again. Maybe turn it up or turn it down, or get rid of the gram injectors and turn it up with a new set of injectors, because I think that's what toasted 2 of my engines, and start the all-wheel drive process. And then we'll have another short block to, you know, do piston and rod setup on. But I do want to start getting the stuff installed into this car, because it does run and drive, and there's no reason for me to not do it. So finish this car, sell it on or off camera, I don't know, but once it's gone, it's gone. And then we can clear up the spot here for my brother to work on his CRV, and then I can get started on the wagon here. But I am going to kill this video right here, guys. It is going to get super dark. I don't want y'all to keep watching me at the end of this video in the dark. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me today and kind of going through the process of painting this side. And you know, this is all just a lesson learned for me, and also a learning process. So don't ever feel down when you're making mistakes like this. It's all a learning curve. Now I'm probably not going to do single stage ever again, but hopefully wagon content is coming soon. Hopefully CRX content is coming soon. And hopefully the dyno sessions are coming here soon, shortly. So I hope you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see those. And definitely hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. But with that being said, guys, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.